Well, here tonight in the Isle of Man for the Sporting and Dining Club, Mr. Paddy Ashdown is here. You're going to be talking about your new book, I understand. Do tell us about it.
Well, it's the 70th anniversary of what I think was one of the greatest small raids of the Second World War, arguably also the most courageous, and one very dear to my heart because it was the founding event, I suppose, the raid on the German blockade runners in Bordeaux of the unit I used to serve in, the Special Boat Service. So 10 Marines, 5 canoes, tasked to attack German blockade runners 70 miles up the largest estuary in Europe, protected by 10,000 German troops. It's an extraordinary raid for its courage, it's an extraordinary raid for its daring, and it's an extraordinary raid for its tragedy because of the 10 Marines who paddled into the Gironde River on the night of the 6th, 7th of December 1942. 4 were captured, 6 were captured, and according to Hitler's commando order, shot. 2 were drowned, one of whose bodies was never seen again, and then 2 got back home to Britain afterwards by being connecting with the resistance and travelling 700 miles across German-occupied France. An extraordinary operation. But what I've discovered, and it's never been discovered before, was that beneath the story that we all knew so well was another story no one knew anything about at all, which is the fact that at the time the Marines were attacking these ships in Bordeaux harbour, the Special Operations Executive had a team of 6 British officers in a cafe 100 yards away about to do exactly the same operation the following night. And the 2 organisations, Combined Operations and Special Operations Executive, had never told each other.
How did you find it all out?
I found it by long, long hours of the National Archives and the French Archives. I suddenly found a trace of this, and I pulled on the string, and out this story came about a remarkable Frenchman who's the other hero of the story, Blondie Hasler, the captain of Marines, the Major of Marines, who led the raid, of course, is an astonishing figure in his own right, invented single-handed transatlantic sailing, an amazing man. But the other hero is a French restaurateur and cafe owner called Jean de Bouet, who ran a cafe and was the centre of an intelligence network passing this information back to Britain, as a result of which SOE trained its own team, led by another Frenchman with British nationality, parachuted in. He recruited painters and sealers to go on the ships from the inside, and on the very moment that operation was doing its final reconnaissance on the quayside in order to attack the ships the following night, the Marines' limpets went off. They were a bit surprised.
Well, you've hooked me in there. Now, it's on tonight at the Gaiety. You'll be...
Yeah, at the Gaiety.
I know you can get some tickets from the usual box office.
You can, and I love doing it. I mean, this is a tremendous story. I mean, I leave it to others as to whether or not I tell it well, but it is a phenomenal story. I think one of Britain's finest hours. 10 young men, many of whom sacrificed their lives to attack a target which really set the Germans back on their heels because they thought they were triumphant everywhere. An extraordinary moment of Britain's darkest hour, when we could rely on the young men of our country to risk their lives and make our country safe.
And before we finish, you have been to the Isle of Man, I believe, as a child, if nothing else.
Yeah, I was brought here by my uncle.
Fond memories?
Yeah, very fond memories. The TT, of course. This is back in the 1950s and 60s. And I've been here a couple of times since. But my real memory is wet roads and roaring motor bicycles.
And today you get snow, then sunshine.
Yeah, well, this is the Isle of Man for you.